What would happen if a device sends a broadcast message in a topology with redundance? Let's see. The computer sends the broadcast, and the switch always floods the message in all of the ports except the receiving port. The same do also the other two switches. This process will repeat over and over again, because it's the switch's duty to always flood the broadcast messages, but it won't take too long until the topology gets got in a layer to loop and gets shut down. This is where the spanning tree protocol comes and changes the game. STP is enabled by default in Cisco's switches, and every network should have it, because without STP every network would fail from loops. How STP operates is by blocking a redundant interface and making the broadcast stop. Now that the interface is blocked, the broadcast can't go nowhere. The spanning tree protocol also supports network failure. This is because when the non-blocked route fails, the blocked route gets unblocked and operates. The STP algorithm, or STA, will choose a route bridge in a LAN. This route bridge is like the leader of the switches. It will interconnect all the switches, and the purpose of all the ports is to reach it in the most efficient way possible. But how will the switches choose the route bridge? Every switch sends some BPDU messages every 2 seconds. These messages contain their bridge ID priority and their MAC addresses. Now the switches will see this information and will choose the route bridge. They will choose it based from the bid priority. The switch with the lowest bid will be chosen as the route bridge. Out of 3 switches, the upper one has the lowest bid, so it will be chosen as the route bridge. But what if they have the same bid, which in default is 32,769? Which one will be the route bridge? In this case, the switch with the lowest MAC address will be the route bridge. This will be the tiebreaker, because the MAC addresses are unique. But how will the blocked ports and route ports will be chosen? It all depends on the path cost, and the lowest cost wins. This is the table of how STP calculates the path cost, based on the speed of the interface. Let's assume all of these paths are 100 MB per second bandwidth. This is how STP calculates the cost. 19 from the first path and 19 from the second path equals 38. And if the other path is calculated, turns out it's lower. So the port of that path becomes route port, and the other port of the other switch gets blocked. Same with the path of the left switch, the port becomes route port. There are also designated ports. Designated ports are the port that are the closest to the route bridge, so all of the route bridge's interfaces are designated ports. In this topology, this is how STP algorithm will choose the ports. Thank you for watching this video on Spanning Tree Protocol as part of our free CCNA series. I hope you found it informative and helpful in your studies. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. If you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover next, feel free to leave a comment below. See you.